Yeah, here we are again, back to the big James the Dairy Bird YouTube channel. I don't know if you see it right there or not. That's a roll of woven fence, they call it. Woven wire. Comes in big rolls and whatnot. You know, stuff that's hard to handle. I don't know if anybody's told you today or not, but I love you, and I mean it. But now Jesus loves you way more than I do. I, what I do with this stuff, I don't ever throw this away. When I find it, I'll get it. And I usually take my sections like this right here. This has come off of this. I've got two made up off of this roll right here so far. And I'll take them and I'll cut me a bunch about 12 foot long. Because our T-post span, what we like to do is 10 foot. So that 12 foot will let you overlap the post. This is a lot easier to stretch and get tight than it is trying to hold that big heavy roll for all this patch fencing I've got to do. With all these storms and stuff that's come through with hurricane and all that. And I thought I'd just show you how I do. You know, the main thing is when you cut this, you pick the middle. I don't know if you can see this or not. We'll see if you can or not. You pick the middle of it, cut right down the center of these. So that way when it comes time to hook them up on the fence, you can roll that wire around it, hook it, and then I take my fence stretcher and I'll straighten it up, and then I'll usually see, fence post clips on your T-post clips like that. Put it on there, and then I can undo my tensioner, and then I can take the other part on around and tighten it back up. Here's your little rundown on my little pouch I've got here. Figured I'd show you that real quick. These are a new pair of Milwaukee fencing pliers. I like them pretty good. Got your hammer. You got your clip tools. There's that short one. I've also got a long one. And now, between this short one and this long one, I like the short one the best. You don't even have to move to get it underneath the bob bar or nothing. And done. Like that, didn't you? Whoop, whoop. But anyway, and another thing, when you buy those around here, you're helping the FFA, you know. So anyway, there's that. And of course, got my clips, got my steeples, got my crusty tape measure. All right, let's see if we can't get this done. Show you here real quick, like, make sure this thing's still videoing. Oh yeah. And now what I'll do is I'll take like these old broken blocks. I've got two right here on this end, and I've got enough room right here I can cut two pieces, two 12-foot pieces. And that may be all I'll do tonight till I use this up. And then I've got two more broken blocks down there to lay on the end to keep it from, you'll see. Some people might think this is a waste of time, putting on this old woven wire. Well, 90% of the fencing that's around here is this old woven wire, and there is a difference. This is your top, and this down here is your bottom. They're closer at the bottom than what they are at the top. It's mainly made for like sheep and stuff like that, you know. I like it, it works pretty good for me. But trying to get that big roll around, that's a little aggravating sometimes. Right here's my 12-foot mark. So, first things first. Take this, lay that there. Take this, and lay that there. I don't care if that goes back that way, that just means that piece is ready. And like I say, you're gonna cut down the center of these. 12 foot's right here, you can't really see it. So I'm gonna scoot over one so that way I can get down the center of it. Rusty tape over here. This place eats tape measures. We're rough on. Alright, how's that one? And these pieces that I've cut, that's why I leave them like that, so that way you can help hold them tight on this thing as you're moving it around. And plus you can just loop it right there and then hook it to the fence. And that's how I do it. Yeah, you can tell the difference. This right here is your bottom. This right here is your top. This bottom helps keep all the smaller animals in and keep them from going out and whatnot. Now, I will say this fence don't last long. You know, that's just part of it. Show me a fence that does last long. We'll cut this one last one here. If I got you all on there. Get it done real quick. I'm fixing to show you why I lay them blocks down. Neighbor's home, 100 mile an hour. Hello, Dave. Alright, watch out. Here it comes. Whee! Just like that. You see how big that roll is compared to them little ones. I can actually get this tucked in small if I want to. The more tucking in you do, the harder it is to get it up on the fence by yourself. If I get a tree like what I've got up there that I showed you in there last video down, I can take a few of these up there and use them. So I mean, if you want to farm, here's how I look at it. You use everything you got. Don't there's some stuff you just don't need to throw away. And I think actually this fence here is what we use to make the loop around to get them to tear it into the barn there, get them to go in there, you know. But, there's 3 of them. 4 of them, sorry, my bad. But that's what we're going to do. They work good. Patch your fence. When you around here, we're eat up with deer anyway. They'll run through it. And take that up there, put it right to the T-post. You don't have to take nothing down. You just clip it on there and you're done. You're done. And somebody that works all the time and then come here and do this, that's how we do it to survive, you know, to keep everything in. But the main reason we work so hard keeping them in is we don't try to exceed the herd number. We try to keep enough herd here to keep enough grass for them to pick, because you can get too many head on there and then they'll push on every fence you got just to get to the neighbors over there, just to get out. I mean, if you go hungry, you're gonna find you something to eat. Same way with an animal. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you a little quick pic of how we use this old woven worm, so that way you don't have to pick up that big roll and take it with you everywhere you go. And it's a lot easier to cut them at 12 foot. I've done 10 foot. 10 foot is just a little too short, because our posts are set pretty close to 10 foot. Like 12 foot, like I say, you can get overlap on each side. You're good to go. But, thoughts and prayers still with everybody in Florida and East Tennessee here, whatnot, where we're at, and North Carolina, man. This flood stuff is crazy, and historic flood. Thoughts and prayers is everybody. They still finding people. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's getting dark here. I might cut 2 or 3 more. I just figured I'd show you my fencing apparel, you know. And I got an old one. I actually bought this one not long ago, a couple months ago. And the old one was getting more out, having holes in it, and losing more steeples than I was carrying. So I got my old, that's my daddy's old hammer. I can't help it. I probably should put it up, but I use it. Daddy would be mad if I hung it up. Just saying. So that's all I got for you. I love you, and I mean it. But now Jesus loves you way more than I do. You got old Snowball over there. He helps me out quite a bit. See if I can find this off button here. Let's see. I think it's right here somewhere. Oh yeah, right here. Just wait a minute. Oh, found it.